Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in the Fanatical Handheld Heroes Bundle of June 2023 to help you in picking your 8 games. If you find this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means everything. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have the Hong Kong Massacre, a stylish top-down shooter developed by Vresky. While it lacks originality, it offers an enjoyable gaming experience. In this game, you assume the role of an ex-cop seeking vengeance and justice in Hong Kong's criminal underworld. The gameplay is reminiscent of Hotline Miami, featuring one-shot, one-kill mechanics with a detective story theme. You have access to slow motion and dodge abilities, enhancing your survival chances. The game is challenging, as one hit can take you out, and enemies are accurate and aggressive. The objective of each stage is to clear the area by murdering all enemies, earning stars upon completion. Stars unlock new guns and upgrades for your weapons. The game requires strategic thinking and mastery of the floor plans and enemy positions to succeed. Boss fights involve running through gauntlets, but with proper preparation, they can be defeated easily. The aiming mechanics may take some getting used to, but they do significantly hinder the overall enjoyment. The story is conveyed through foreboding cutscenes and dialogues, though it lacks originality and engagement. However, the game's atmosphere matches the gameplay style. Overall, the Hong Kong Massacre is an okay game. When it's good, you feel like John Wick in that top-down scene in the 4th installment with the Dragon Breath shotgun. The game may not be groundbreaking, but it offers satisfying gameplay, especially when executing stylish kills in slow motion. Despite its lack of originality, the game remains fun to play. At number 2 we have Dark Devotion, a Souls-like game that offers a solid and satisfying combat experience with deliberate controls and a dark atmosphere. The protagonist, a Templar, enters a mysterious temple and ends up in the Filthblood Shelter, the game's main hub. Players can explore dungeons, level up skills, and interact with NPCs to learn more about the world. The story is discovered through exploration and lore, creating a mysterious and enthralling experience. The gameplay features roguelike elements, allowing players to progress through exploration and character development. The dungeons are challenging and unforgiving, with hidden traps and tough enemies. Death sends players back to the hub, but shortcuts and checkpoints can mitigate the penalty. Players can spend faith to purchase treasures, buffs, and shortcuts, adding replayability to the game. Character progression is achieved through exploration and experience. Players can earn points to purchase passive perks and find tablets that unlock stat boosts. Equipment also plays a role in progression, with weapon, armor, and accessories offering different abilities and effects. Death resets equipment, but retains permanent unlocks, encouraging players to try different loadouts. Combat heavily borrows from the Souls series, featuring stamina-based mechanics and blocks, parries, and dodge rolls. Although combat options may feel limited at times, the engaging and challenging nature of the encounters keep it engaging throughout the game. Dark Devotion offers an immersive and rewarding combat experience, combining roguelike elements and a mysterious atmosphere. While some systems could have been more developed, the game's core mechanics and variety of gameplay elements make it a worthwhile experience for those seeking a challenging game with meaningful exploration and engaging combat. At number 3 we have Fallout, a post-nuclear RPG, the first game in a long-running Fallout game series. This game comes together with Fallout 76 in this bundle. First released in 1997, that's 26 years ago, do expect some getting used to certain things of that era, like a busy UI, but much of Fallout 1 still impresses today with a dynamic world only seen in very few games. The world reacts to your actions. You could trigger a war over a town, change its leaders, be a smooth talker who talks people into stabbing themselves, or disguise yourself as a cultist to infiltrate their church. If you piss somebody off, they might shun you for the rest of the game, or you can simply kill every NPC. There's a ton of freedom given to you as a player in the wasteland. The story is quite simple. You're a dweller in Vault 13, having spent your entire life there. America is a nuclear wasteland, and you're sent on a mission into New California by your Vault's overseer, to retrieve the water chips so your Vault doesn't run out of clean water. While the story is quite simple, how it expands is incredible. As you explore the world, you'll encounter many mysteries like disappearing people around military facilities, super mutants running rampant, a nefarious conspiracy that you can unravel or join, and deal with various factions of the world like the Khan Raider, Brotherhood of Steel, among others. Each faction brims with character, like something out of a Mad Max diesel punk. Quest design is amazing with the amount of freedom in how you tackle each mission. You could choose to kill your employer instead of working for them, free captives, or even kill them. It's entirely up to you. You just have to live with the consequences. So if you like an immersive RPG with a ton of freedom and excellent writing, you definitely want to play this. While the UI may seem old, the wasteland itself will always be a wasteland regardless of time, making it quite timeless. And number 4 we have Autonauts vs Piratebots, an automation game that allows you to optimize a production line while defending against the attacking Piratebots. The gameplay is done through programming bots to do the harvesting themselves, and this is mostly done by having the robots copy your actions, although block programming is also available. However, once the game gets going and allows you to start automating your robots, issues start appearing as you run into problems with the production line, requiring further optimization and problem solving. The main problem with this is that it subtracts from the difficulty while still requiring time, since resource gathering is a relatively tedious process even when automated. The game's combat side takes place in pitting your troops against the Piratebots, fought with a simple RTS system, where players may group their troops under squads with different objectives based on their programming, letting them run amok after that. The game becomes a repetitive loop of producing faster, upgrading defenses, and producing more troops. Although the game definitely triggers the same response as other automation games, wanting better and more efficient production lines, the Piratebot spin doesn't make it stand out from its predecessor. In conclusion, Autonauts vs Piratebots is a simple and relatively enjoyable automation game with some pacing issues at the start and middle points. If you're new to the genre, you might find it accessible. Those with an interest in programming will also be able to find their sea legs. And number 5 we have Necrosmith, a 2D necromancer simulator game where you play as a feeble and short man in a raincoat, accompanied by a cat. The game's plot revolves around a necromancer getting lost in another realm and seeking refuge in an abandoned tower, facing hostile creatures along the way. Instead of traditional necromancer mechanics, the protagonist creates monsters on a table by combining various body parts, resulting in unique and sometimes ridiculous creatures. Mana is required to create these monsters, and strategic combinations can unlock powerful abilities. The game features a massive map with different biomes, resource buildings, and hidden treasures to discover. However, the game's units are often foolish and lack intelligence, making it necessary for players to intercept enemy attacks to protect the central tower. Units die quickly, and raising a massive army proves challenging, but as the game progresses, the enemies become tougher and the remnants more interesting. Necrosmith offers pixel art visuals and a clumsy interface that takes some getting used to. Despite this, the game provides a unique and humorous universe to explore. It is compared to Loop Hero as a brave and honest indie game with engaging gameplay and substantial content. Overall, Necrosmith is recommended for players seeking a new and different experience in the world of independent games and gaming in general. And number 6 we have Fallout 2, a role-playing game set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. It offers a unique open-world experience, allowing you to freely explore and make choices that shape the game's outcome. The game builds on the success of its predecessor, Fallout, and offers even more content, controversy, freedom, action, and humor. In Fallout 2, gameplay revolves around engaging side quests that are integral to the overall game experience. The character customization screen allows you to determine your character's attributes, skills, and traits, providing a deep and immersive role-playing experience. Your choice at the beginning of the game have a significant impact on the story and the gameplay. Money and bartering play a crucial role in Fallout 2. Money is scarce, and you must carefully manage your resources to survive. Bartering allows you to trade with other characters in the game, offering a versatile system for acquiring items and resources. The game features an extensive skill system, allowing you to specialize in various areas such as combat, medicine, stealth, and more. Every level gained provides skill points to invest in different abilities, further customizing your character's playstyle. Your actions in the game affect your character's karma, which represents their moral alignment. You can choose to be heroic or evil, with consequences and reputation tied to your choices. Leveling up also grants perks that enhance your character's abilities. Combat in Fallout 2 is turn-based and utilizes action points to perform actions. The game's graphics are functional, but not remarkable, while the sound and voice acting are adequate, but not particularly outstanding. However, the game's storyline stands out as a captivating feature, set in the post-nuclear war world. Overall, Fallout 2 offers a rich and immersive RPG experience, characterized by its open-ended gameplay, deep customization options, and morally ambiguous choices. It is considered a pioneer in the genre, and remains a highly regarded game in the RPG community. And number 7 we have Doom 64, a remastered version of the obscure Nintendo 64 Doom game. This game offers a more horror-based atmosphere while retaining the classic FPS action of other Doom games. The story takes place after Doom 2, Hell's onslaught continues, and a powerful entity, the Mother Demon, has escaped detection due to the extremely high radiation levels. The demon resurrects dead carcasses into evil hordes, and it's up to you to stop them. As per many Doom games, the story takes a backseat in favor of the gameplay. You'll be moving around corridors, murderously shooting at anything standing in your way, flip switches and find keys to unlock the exit. Movement is momentum based, so it takes a few moments to build speed and change where you're running. Also, there's a lack of a jump button. Levels are maze-like, and they are fun to navigate and fight in, but the aesthetics of the levels could feel repetitive. There's a ton of traps in this game, like arrow turrets in walls, crushers from the ceiling, to homing missiles. These can be annoying sometimes, as it forces you to be careful as opposed to the fast movement speeds that Doom games are known for. Thankfully, checkpoints are close by if you die. As per any Doom game, there are plenty of secrets to find in each level. Enemies are varied, with most enemies from Doom 2 making a return. Each enemy will require different tactics to take down, and they aren't a walk in the park. You will receive a wide variety of weapons as you play the game. Starting out with a weak pistol, you will soon obtain a chain gun for weaker enemies, a rocket launcher to commit mass murder, the super shotgun, the BFG 9000, among others. And all these weapons are very satisfying to shoot holes through demons. Doom 64 is an awesome classic Doom experience, as long as you can get over the pixelated look. At number 8 we have MageQuit, a multiplayer game. It is a fast-paced arena game where players assume the role of wizards and murder each other. The game is played in rounds, and each round presents a different challenge for players to overcome. The gameplay of MageQuit consists of controlling your wizard's spells and abilities to murder your opponents. The game is designed for local multiplayer and offers support for up to 10 players online. The mechanics are straightforward and easy to understand, but it requires strategic thinking and fast reflexes to succeed. MageQuit's biggest strength lies in its fun and addictive gameplay. The game offers a wide range of spells and abilities to choose from, and the player can customize their wizard's appearance and abilities. MageQuit features colorful and cartoony visuals, with a soundtrack that fits the game's lighthearted atmosphere. The game's design is both aesthetically pleasing and well executed, with attention to detail given to the different spells and abilities. Overall, MageQuit is a fun and entertaining game that is perfect for playing with friends. Its addictive gameplay and customization options making it an enjoyable experience. If you're a fan of multiplayer games and love the idea of being a wizard, murdering other player-controlled wizards, MageQuit is definitely worth checking out. At number 9 we have Black Book, a roguelike RPG. The game is based around Slavic mythology and folklore, following a young sorceress named Vasilisa who sets out to uncover the secrets of the titular Black Book, a powerful artifact that can grant its user immense power. The gameplay of Black Book revolves around card-based battles, where players must use a deck of spells and abilities to defeat enemies. The game features a unique twist on the card battle system, allowing players to combine cards to create new abilities and customize their deck to suit their playstyle. One of the strengths of Black Book is its roguelike elements. Each playthrough is randomized, with different encounters and events that can occur. Players must make strategic decisions on where to go and what to do, as each action can have consequences on the overall story and the game's ending. The game's narrative is also a highlight, with an intriguing story that draws heavily from Slavic mythology. The characters are well written and have distinct personalities, making them memorable and engaging. The game also features multiple endings based on the player's choice, adding replayability and depth to the narrative. The difficulty of Black Book can be challenging, with a steep learning curve, but it rewards players who take the time to master its mechanics. Overall, Black Book is a well-crafted roguelike RPG that offers a compelling story, engaging card-based battles, and challenging gameplay. Its unique setting and characters make it stand out among other RPGs, and is definitely worth checking out for fans of the genre. At number 10 we have Police Stories, a top-down old-school shooting adventure game that puts you in the shoes of two cops who will do whatever it takes to ensure justice is served. This game offers both solo and couch co-op play, and includes 2 difficulty settings and 3 game modes. As you progress through the game's 18 missions, you'll need to use your partner, technical equipment, and covering fire to infiltrate gang hideouts, rescue hostages, collect evidence, arrest criminals, and save civilians. With each mission, you'll earn points that give you a level rating. While the game's concept may be straightforward, achieving victory isn't easy. You'll need to work with your partner to open doors, issue warning shots, and risk being shot at, all while using your 16 unlockable items to gain an advantage. The game's art style and audio design are simple but effective, with pixelated characters, earthy colors, and heavy, hard-hitting tones that create a sense of tension and excitement. However, the game's controls can be fiddly when playing solo, and the game can be too difficult at times. Overall, Police Stories is a challenging, addictive, and engaging game that offers plenty of replay value, and will keep you entertained for hours, especially if you play it as a co-op game. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is okay, there's definitely plenty of repeats in this. In saying that, it is a very cheap bundle, so it is still recommended if you do not have any of those games, or if you have a Steam Deck. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.